Rip City, Portland, Oregon, the site for the Timberwolves. A power player out of the backcourt with insane athleticism. Anthony Edwards will be one of the team's catalysts as they anticipate action at Moda Center. Timberwolves, Blazers, up next. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Timberwolves. They hold the first-place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Portland, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, Ayton is out there with Rob Williams. Then it's Denny Avdia. Then it's Henderson. And it's Grant in at the 3, the small forward. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Back to McDaniels. Conley scanning the floor. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Now, I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Thanks, David. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall outside. Misses the 3. Henderson outside. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys. But it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The first free throw is good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Henderson against Conley. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Henderson passes to Avdia. Back to Henderson. Ayton a screen. And Scoot Henderson with the 3. Henderson's got 5 points so far.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Pass to McDaniels. Conley sets a screen for McDaniels. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Here's Henderson. He has 5. Pass to Ayton. Ayton a screen on McDaniels. Back to Ayton. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Edwards looking it over. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Henderson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Avdia kicks to Grant. Pass to Henderson. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Portland trailing here. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now, Avdia, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to Henderson. Outside Williams. Grant against Conley. Avdia on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide-open man and getting an assist out of it.
Outside Conley. Here's Randall. Still scoreless. Conley finds Gobert. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Out to Conley. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. On the wing, Williams. Back to Henderson. Ayton, a screen. Those three-pointers off the mark. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now here's Henderson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Minnesota. And the shot is good. That's 7 points from Scoot Henderson.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Here is Edwards. Benny Avdia making his last shot. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Ayton sets the pick for Henderson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the paint. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. And that one, good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Henderson. He has 7. Stolen by Michael Conley. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Pass to Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Outside, Simons. Ayton a screen on Edwards. Here's Simons. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, Henderson. And the layup's good off the glass. Henderson's got 9.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Garza's checked in. Reed comes in for Randall. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Reed. He averages about 5 points a game. 1:21 left to play here in the first. Pass to Garza. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Kamare.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And here's Sharp. No good with the triple. Shoots the 3. And Edwards is good for 3. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to Klingon. Lays it up and banks it in.
And what's scary about Klingon, he's still learning how to score around the rim. Donovan will only get better.
Dillingham with it. Now here's Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Grant. Here's Reed. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Strong move by Reed. He's tall and agile and strong. He's hard to slow down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
I like the fact that Reed is pretty crafty. He's got a good understanding and feel for the game. I mean, he makes plays, especially around the hoop, that other big men can't.
Outside, Simons from downtown drills it from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Dillingham is out there with Edwards. Then it's Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Edwards. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Reed. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Minnesota making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Ingles. Now, Alexander Walker. He's covered by Grant. Ingles passes to Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Garza, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Now, Simons. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Dillingham, covered by Simons. That's tipped.
And at 7'2", Klingon is a huge shot-blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Sharp on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. Second chance effort, and the shot goes in. Klingon's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
And, Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile. Able to get to the hoop with those nice handles, leading to an easy finish.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. They set the pick. Grant gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Simons. The rebound by Edwards. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. So they take the lead. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Andre Ayton's checked in for the Trailblazers. Williams comes in for Grant. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Inside, here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Sharp, the pass to Simons. Makes it off the glass. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Reed. Releases. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the 2nd quarter. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. From outside, off the mark.
It's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Sharp finds Ayton. Simons with the ball. 5 on the clock, and here is Williams. And there's Simons on the assist by Williams. Simons has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Minnesota with the ball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Randall's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Edwards. Here's Conley. He has 6. Randall outside. Clock at 6. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Henderson with the screen for Williams. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Randall. Beyond the arc. Henderson pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 8. Ayton up top. Now Grant. Back to Ayton. And here's Henderson. Off on the layup. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Plays with nice force. I mean, Randall heading to the line now.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Blazers?
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Hey, I know analytics shuns the mid-range game, but I tell you what, these guys have the shooters that can knock them down, and they're making it pay tonight.
That free throw good from Randall. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Here's Grant. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 6. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert with a screen on Grant. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in. McDaniels got 5 now.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
For 3, Henderson. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Conley into the lane, and it's good. 2 points. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Finding the soft spot in the defense there. Crafty work by Conley.
The fadeaway. That one a little long. Minnesota's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Now here's Conley. He's got 8. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Slick move that time by Conley with the rock, carving out some space for himself to get the hoop.
Randall against Williams. Back to Henderson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Pass to Randall. Takes a 3. The rebound by Grant.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Henderson. Grant finds Williams. Double team on Williams. Outside, Avdia. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. Connects from three-point range. He's got 8. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Portland Trailblazers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
A few things for them to focus on: more presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
You look at this matchup at the point guard position, so much talent in this position in the league. You've got your work cut out for you every single night, Ernie.
The skill game taking center stage. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Avdia is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Williams. And it's Grant in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And for Portland, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe it. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Now, here's Avdia. Following the miss by Julius Randle, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now, let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players, shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Second, Avdia.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a 2-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instincts to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
And McDaniels drops them both. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Williams. Back to Henderson. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Ayton kicks to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Conley dishes to Randle. Outside Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Henderson kicks to Grant. Pass to Ayton. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Conley against Henderson. Conley, the pass to Randall. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Pass to Avdia to end the cold streak. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got 7 rebounds in the game.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And a moment to see numbers for Anthony Edwards. First in scoring, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Williams finds Ayton. To stop the run, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's Gobert. Scoreless thus far. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Henderson with the screen for Avdia. And the 3 off target. Minnesota leading by 4. Edwards, the bounce pass. Out to Conley. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Six on the shot clock. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley against Henderson. Over Conley. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Now, here's Avdia. He's got 8. And it goes down 2 points. Avdia's got 10 points in the game.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson right side. Back to Grant. Out to Henderson. Down low. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Randall. Shoots a fader. Avdia with the rebound.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Williams finds Avdia. Now here's Ayton. To the paint. Wants to get it to Grant and does. Over Conley. No good from Grant.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Avdia. Edwards, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Grant the pass to Avdia. Henderson, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Edwards, that's good.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And here is McDaniel. Following Jeremy Grant's 3, trains the three-pointer.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Henderson passes to Grant. Takes the 13-footer. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Latrey sinks the triple. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Now McDaniels following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. A nice shot by McDaniels.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Henderson kicks to Grant. Outside Williams. Back to Grant. Ayton a screen. Looking to end the run. Again, the miss by Grant.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Randall. 7 points in the game. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
That free throw good from Randall.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And then for Minnesota, Garza's checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Both free throws good from Randall. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Banton. The three. Offensive rebound. Will it go? Klingen's shot is off.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And it looks like they left the defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 13. Cans it from downtown.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Dillingham. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 12 points here in the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Sharp. Here's Banton. Here's Simons. Dillingham with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kamare's got 5 rebounds tonight. Banton, the pass to Simons. Banked in off the glass. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Trailblazers trail by 13, and so in the game for the Timberwolves, you've got Naz Reid. Dillingham is out there with Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Garza in at the center, locking down the middle. 5 to shoot. Right side, Simon. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Simons has got 20.
And this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
Here's Edwards, buried from 15 feet out. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Alexander-Walker. From the arc. Garza no good. Now Simons. Here's Banton. Edwards defending. Here's Kamare. And here is Simons. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Outside Edwards. And it's blocked. Here's Banton. And he slams it one-handed.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Kamare. Here's Banton from outside the arc. Reed with the rebound. Now Dillingham. They set the screen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey guys, arguably the most exciting move on draft night was the Wolves trading up to acquire Rob Dillingham with the number 8 pick. Dillingham is known as the top shot creator in this rookie class, but defense has been something to keep an eye on. So where better to go than an elite defensive team that needed just another player to take them over the top offensively? The Wolves look at Rob Dillingham as the potential point guard of the future to replace Mike Conley Jr., guys.
Yes, a big test. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Ayton's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Mike Conley's checked in for Reed. Good on both. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And he makes the first. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And here's Edwards. To the middle. Here's Conley. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Pass to Ayton. And here is Simons. Buries it from three-point range. Simons has got 7 now in this quarter.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
They set the pick. Conley for 3. Rebounded by Kamare. Kamare's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Sharp. Shoots over Alexander Walker. No good from 11 feet.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minod's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Portland moving the ball around. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Henderson's got it back down to within single digits for Portland. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards for the three. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Simons the pass to Ayton. Henderson outside. Back to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Here's Minot. Pass to Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Edwards. Shoots over Simons. Henderson pulls it in. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush in.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And he knocks down the first one.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Scoot Henderson. And Simons drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Drives to the hoop. Avdia trying to break free. The shot's good from Simons.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Conley dishes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Grant. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Left side, Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Abdi on the wing. Edwards defending. Grant surveying the D. Simons from outside. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good on the three.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Over in the corner, Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. McDaniels finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. That one good for 2. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Anferny Simons. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. We'll see if those words work, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Williams kicks to Avdia. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Grant. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Edwards. The Trailblazers pull it in. Avdia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Williams. Back to Avdia. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
The 3-ball. No good from Grant.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Edwards' shot is good.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Grant. Good on the 13-footer.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves leading by 10. Left side, Edwards. Avdia with a defensive effort. Henderson dishes to Avdia. Now Grant. Ayton sets the pick for Grant. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. Tries again. The shot comes out. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And just breaking the spirit of their opponent. 3 straight times this year, this win is going to give them a perfect 3-0 record with 1 left to be played on the season against Portland.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And here is Conley. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates put out trust in me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.